evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the host site of the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship. This is the 39th annual championship, the 11th season that it has been in Sioux City, Iowa, here at the Tyson Events Center. Glad you could join us for championship volleyball on this Saturday night. And we got a dandy for you, a American Midwest Conference matchup featuring number 2 seed Park University with a 35-1 record, taking on number 3 seed Columbia College, the Cougars, at 42-4. This is the third matchup between these two teams, and it's 1-1 so far. This is the rubber match, so to speak, as Park defeated Columbia at home back on October 18 in a 5-setter, but then Columbia got their revenge in the conference tournament championship. It was Columbia defeating Park in 5 sets. So each of them took 5 sets. This is the third matchup between these two teams, and this is the 7th time that teams from the same conference have matched up in the championship game, so it should be an outstanding matchup. Taking a look at Columbia, first of all. Columbia, the Pool C runner-up. They went 2-1 in pool play. They are 5-1 at the championship, 17-6 in sets played here at the championship. And their trek, once they got to the round of 16, Columbia defeated Hastings in 3, knocked off Dort in 4, and then knocked off Viterbo this morning in 4. And Columbia led by a couple of players, Kirsten Anderson, the right side hitter, and Maria Sandoval. Anderson, a 6-foot junior, Byron, from Springfield, Illinois. She's had an outstanding championship.
She's had a terrific championship so far. She came into the championship playing really well. She had a 307 kill efficiency, but at the championship she's gone 4-12-1, and in the semifinals is where she really shone. There she came through with 10 kills on 20 attempts and ended up hitting with a 45% attack efficiency.
Maria Sandoval, a 6'3 junior outside hitter from Cali, Columbia. She's really picked her play up here at the championship after not playing much during the regular season. She's been a go-to player for head coach Melinda Rye Washington's team.
Yeah, she had about a third of the opportunities in the regular season. Jordan Wolf was the regular player for most of the regular season, but here in the tournament, they've gone to Sandoval, and she's been outstanding as well. She hit about 22% during the year, but here she's been over 350 in her kill efficiency. And again, in that semifinal against Viterbo, 14 kills in 33 attempts for Maria Sandoval.
Columbia, no stranger to the championship match. They've won the title 4 times. They are 4-5 all time in the championship match. They've won 2 under head coach Melinda Rye Washington. Park, on the other end, Park University and head coach Mike Talamantes, they are 35-1, the lone loss to Columbia. They're led by the duo of Nada Meawad, the left side hitter, and the All-American setter Donna Gomez. Byron.
Yeah, Nada Meawad was just outstanding this morning in the semifinal up against Midland. Had 54 attack attempts in that and converted on 29 of them, hit 500 on the morning, and only 2 errors in that match against Midland Warriors.
Both of these teams have won national titles. Columbia has won 4. Park won the 2014 version of the national championship where they defeated Texas at Brownsville. Columbia most recently won it in 2015 in another American Midwest final. They knocked off Missouri Baptist. It'll be Columbia taking on Park. It's a 2-3 matchup. Park 35-1, Columbia 42-4. Both of these teams will run 5-1s. The 2 centers, Donna Gomez for Park University, for Columbia, Manuela Vargas. And incidentally, both of these teams, the top 2 hitting teams in terms of efficiency here at the championship. Park is hitting 30%. That is a championship best. Columbia right behind them in second place at 29%. A lot of heavyweight, or a lot of heavy hitters up front, Byron, at the net for these 2 teams.
Yeah, almost any individual player at the NAIA level would love just to have those kill efficiencies themselves, and these have those kill efficiencies as a team. 31 versus 29. They're going to be left side dominant for both of them. Caroline Clifford really on the left side has been dominant all season for Columbia, and of course Nada Meawad for Park.
And here we go. Cougars will serve first. It'll be the setter, Manuela Vargas. Vargas, the setter of the year in the American Midwest Conference, and right off the bat, we get a kill for Park University. It's Nada Meawad, 29 kills in the semifinal this morning against the Midland Warriors. She was outstanding, hit close to 500 in that match.
Yeah, certainly they'll be going to her, and we kind of said that she was the left side hitter, but she'll be hitting out of the back row as well.
There's Maria Sandoval on the left side, dug over by Park. Columbia will get it back. Outside attack, Sandoval, and we got a blocking error called against Park. Sandoval with the kill, and we're tied at 1. Tied at 1, and Columbia will serve. It'll be Sandoval. Sandoval, junior, 6'3" junior from Cali, Columbia. Really has picked up her play here at the championship after playing limited matches during the regular season. Serve taken by Monteiro for Park. They'll set up in the middle. That was De Oliveira, dug up by the Cougars. They will send it across with the right side hitter Anderson. Park back on the attack, and down it goes. Once again, it's Nada Meawad for the kill. Her second, and Park in front, 2-1.
And if the semifinal is any indication, Park is going to go to her as many times as they possibly can. Columbia is going to have to stop her to force Park to go somewhere else.
And a quick middle for Columbia. That was Ari Borges. Borges with the kill. Borges with the kill from the middle. Teams trade points early on. And back to serve for Columbia will be the libero, Thais Andrade. Second team all-conference, 5'6" junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here comes Park. They're on the attack. It's De Oliveira on the slide. Dug up by the Cougars. They get it. Here's a right side attack, and got a player in the net on Columbia. Park with the side out, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Pirates. Back to serve will be Meawad. Nada Meawad, sophomore from Cairo, Egypt. Two-time player of the year in the American Midwest Conference. Serve taken in the back. Taken by Anderson, and a left side attack by the Cougars. Dug over by the Pirates. Sandoval will run it down for Columbia. Hit over by Sabino. Here's Meawad from the back row. Dug up by Andrade. And outside again, a big swing for Columbia on the left side pin. Clifford dug up by Park. They'll attack out of the back row by Meawad. Here's a right side attack again. That's down it goes. Kirsten Anderson, the left-hander on the right side. She gets her first kill. We're tied at 3, longest rally. And here's the replay for that. Anderson with authority on the right side. Anderson on that right-hand side. Anderson now will drop back to serve, a junior from Springfield, Illinois. Anderson, first team all-conference for the Cougars. Here's the slide, and tooling it off the block was De Oliveira. She got out of the way at the last minute, had to duck out of it. But De Oliveira with the kill, and Park back in front, 4-3.
Really classic side-out volleyball right now from both teams. Both of them getting into their offense and having some nice set plays out of that serve receive. Points are not lasting very long.
Amanda Santos serving for Park. Santos, senior from Annapolis, Georgia. Transfer from Odessa College. Officials getting things straightened out after De Oliveira ran into the standard there. All is good. And here's the serve from Santos. Taken in the back row by Andrade. Outside it goes to Clifford, and she puts it away. Caroline Clifford with the kill. 4 different Columbia players with a 1 kill each. We're tied at 4 in set number 1.
Yeah, right now, as you're watching, just take a little bit of a look at the setters. If they're moving around a lot, the serving's been tough. But right now, these two setters are just going to their spot, and the passers are getting it right to them. That gives you a lot of options as a setter.
Donna Gomez setting up on the left side. Cougars will dig it up. Tipping it over is Sandoval. Sandoval on the attack. Park returns it. And this time it's a slide to Sabino. Diving save and a beauty by Park. They'll attack on the right-hand side. Down it goes. A block by Sabino and Sandoval. And Columbia with their first lead, 5-4 in set number 1. Here's the replay. On the attack, and then the big block over on the left-hand side by Sabino and Sandoval. Another serve coming from Clifford. 2-time first-team all-conference, a senior from Springfield, Illinois. Park will attack on the outside. This is Alyssa Flint. Cougars will dig it up, bring it back to the floor, and they'll send a free ball across. See what the Pirates can do with it. They'll go to the slide. This is Roper, and she puts it away. Marin Roper with the kill, and we're tied at 5.
Yeah, they don't target Roper an awful lot, neither during the year nor here at the tournament, but in the quarterfinals and in the finals, Roper has got some key points, and that could turn out to be a key point itself.
And Columbia on the attack, goes into the net. Park with a point on serve. That was Donna Gomez serving. Park back in front by 1. Gomez focused on her a little bit. The 2017 setter of the year in the conference, an All-American, 2-time first-team All-Conference player. Here are the Cougars. They'll go on the slide in. Hitting it out of bounds was Sabino on the assist attempt by Vargas. Park with a 2-point lead, largest lead for either team.
Couple of errors there for Columbia. Their first 2 of the first set. They're only 2 of the first set.
Identical numbers for both teams. 4 kills, 1 error, 12 assists, hitting 25%. Sandoval will send it long, asking for a touch. It will not be granted. Park with a bit of a run here. They've scored the last 3 in a row. We're at 8-5 in favor of the Pirates.
These two teams, as we mentioned in the intro, they know each other well, so they know just about how much rope they can give the other team without getting in a little bit of trouble.
Slide over to Sabino. Pirates get control. Here's Roper, and she'll tool it off the block. That goes behind the Columbia bench. Kill for Marin Roper, her second. And here comes the replay. Roper with authority out of the middle, giving chases Columbia, and they can't come up with it. 9-5, another serve from the setter, Gomez. Bump set outside, Sandoval. This time it clears the net, goes down. Sandoval with the kill, her second. Sandoval hitting .294 here at the championship. Back to serve will be Bobby Sabino. 9-6 is the score. Sabino, senior middle hitter from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the set by Gomez. Right side attack. Dug up by Sabino. Overpass, and that's put away. Got a player in the net on Concordia anyway. Roper with the kill. Her third. It's 10-6 in favor of Park.
Now, Sandoval got a piece of the first one, but that simply allowed the back row defender to get a piece of it as well, and the pass went up onto the net.
Rothaker, a freshman, coming in to serve, and a big block by Roper. Roper with a block, and a timeout called by Columbia. Timeout Columbia. Here's the block by Roper, and that's going to force a Cougars timeout. We will take a break. You are listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Back at the Tyson Events Center, the host site of the 2018 NAIA Volleyball Championship. Park with the best run of the match so far, outscoring Columbia 6-1, Byron, and they're taking an 11-6 lead, forcing a Cougars timeout.
Yeah, the big run that happened just a rotation ago was really fueled a lot by Columbia errors.
Here's Sandoval. Park will dig it back over. They'll go back outside to the junior Sandoval, and Park can't come up with it. Sandoval with another kill. She's got 3 kills to lead Columbia. The junior on the outside, and a side out for the Cougars, making it 11-7. Manuela Vargas, the Columbia setter, back to serve. Junior from Medellin, Colombia. She was the setter of the year in the American Midwest Conference. So the last 2 setters of the year going at it here in Gomez and Vargas. And a right side attack that time by Park University. It was Nuda Meawad. And there is Park, second in the nation, hitting 29%, 294% for this Park team, trailing only the opponent, Columbia. And Meawad gets credit for the kill. Here's the Park serve on the right side. That's Sandoval, dug up by the Pirates and kept alive by the Cougars. What a dig that time. Anderson sends it over, and Columbia back on their heels, but as you will see from the replay, Columbia with a great dig and a finish by Borges here at the net. There's the attack by Anderson, and then Borges greets it at the net for the kill. 11-8 is the score. Sandoval back to serve. Taken in the back by Meawad. Here's a right side attack by Meawad. Dug up by the Cougars. They'll send it over with Clifford. Park gets control. Gomez back to Meawad on the right-hand side. Dug up in the back by the setter Vargas. And at the net again, it's Borges. Borges with back-to-back blocks at the net. And Columbia in within two.
That replay, you can see the really nice penetration that she got over the net to put that one down.
And another serve from Sandoval. 12-9 is the score. Here's the set by Gomez, and she'll be called for the double contact. Now it's 12-10, down to a 2-point game here in this first set. Sandoval will go back to serve. A bit of a run here by Columbia.
I think both of these teams recognize that each one is going to have a bit of a run, and at this point it's given Columbia a little bit of confidence knowing that they're getting right back into this contest.
And the outside attack by Meawad, dug over by the libero Andrade. Park will reload. This is Meawad, blocked at the net by Columbia. Being batted around, Meawad again, diving save by Andrade in the back row. Hit over by Anderson. Here's Columbia. They'll set up on the left side again. This is Clifford, and was it deflected? No.
No, not a touch called.
So no touch and a point for Park, but
let's watch. And there's the kick in the replay. A nice kick that time by Vargas to keep the play alive.
So Clifford misses on the outside attack. Serve taken by Sandoval on the right side, and that is a successful attack that time by Sabino. Sabino with the attack. Jordan Wolf, rather. Jordan Wolf in there for the attack. It's 13-11 in favor of Park. Columbia rallying a bit. Here's the serve from Andrade. Andrade with a line drive serve. Tough serve taken. And here's Meawad on the left side. Tipped by Columbia. They're going to run it down. Attack by Clifford. Dug up by Park. Gomez. Back row attack. Hit over, and Columbia overpass, but at the net is Meawad to put it down. Folks at home, watch this. Not a Meawad on the overpass. Makes Columbia pay. Here it comes, and down it goes for not a Meawad. 14-11, the lead back up to 3. Here's a serve from Meawad. Near overpass again. Good play by Columbia just to send it across. Sabino, Park will return the favor. Columbia on the attack. Outside Clifford with a big swing, and she'll get the kill on the left side. Clifford with the kill, her second, and it's back to a 2-point set, 14-12.
Dramatic points here between these two teams. They're both attacking very, very strongly.
And the serve coming from Clifford. Anderson. Kirsten Anderson serving. And it's an ace serve. First ace of the match by either team. Anderson with the ace, and we're going to have a timeout. Timeout called by Park. Their first. Head coach Mike Talamantes wants to talk it over. Each team with one timeout. Columbia, give them credit. They have rallied after trailing early by 4. They're back to within 1, 14-13.
Yeah, 5 points off service, on service in the first set of rotations. Let's take a look at this ace is coming through just right off the arms and out of bounds. That was the last point, the 13th point earned by Columbia. 3 side outs consecutively for Columbia versus Park, and 3 points on service here in the second time going through the rotation. So closing the gap. Now we're within 1, and Columbia has an opportunity to tie it up when they come back with service.
By the numbers, Park hitting 23%. Columbia just a skosh less at 19%. Each team with 1 block. Columbia does have the 1 ace serve. Your individual leaders, 3 kills each for Roper and Meawad for Park. And then for Columbia, they're led by Maria Sandoval, who has 3 kills. But both of these teams, heavy artillery up at the net. They can really bring it on the attacks.
They are, and not making a whole lot of errors. Only 2 errors for Park and 4 for Columbia, so a little bit better kill efficiency for Park than for Columbia, but we only have that 1 point lead.
And out of the timeout, it'll be Anderson, and the top of the tape falls on the Park side. That's a break for Columbia. Let's watch this on the replay. Anderson, who just served an ace. This will be her second one. Top of the tape goes down. Nothing Park can do about that. We're tied at 14. Anderson back to serve. Anderson with 2 aces, couple of kills for Anderson, and a third straight ace. 3 in a row for Kirsten Anderson, and Park back on their heels. Columbia back in front, 15-14, and another timeout called by Park. Park will use their final timeout, and now Columbia with their first lead since 5-4 earlier in this set, and 3 straight aces by Anderson.
And to the extent that when a team gets a good pass and the setter doesn't have to be running around, both of these teams can put the points away. And right now in this particular rotation, it is Park having a great deal of trouble with the serve from Anderson.
Columbia coming into this championship match, they're 4th among the championship field in aces per set. They got 48 aces here at the championship, and on the season they were 2nd in the nation, 265 aces, Byron. That's a lot of ace serves. They serve aggressive.
And both of these teams are really good servers. They both serve aggressive, but you can see it for Columbia right now with Anderson in the serving box. And of course, when the other team has as much firepower as these two teams have, one defense is to serve it and get them out of system, or to limit the number of options a setter will have. If these two setters have multiple options, then the defense is going to have a tough time, and the back row is going to become a target.
Kirsten Anderson had a team-high 81 aces on the season. That was 2nd best in the NAIA, and she's showcasing why. Add 3 more to that total, 84 on the year, and Anderson will serve again for the Cougars. Again, Columbia in front, 15-14. And Park on the attack. Dug up in the back row by Anderson. Columbia will bring it to the front, hit over by Clifford. Here come the Pirates outside. This is Flint, blocked back by Columbia. Back row attack to Meawad. Columbia will dig it up. Outside attack, big swing Clifford, dug up by Park. Long rally here. Gomez sends it over to the left-hand side. Tipped over by Flint. Clifford with another swing, and this one goes down for Clifford. Her 3rd kill, and the run continues for the Cougars. Columbia top in the nation in kills. Here's the kill by Clifford. Her 3rd kill of the match. Another serve coming from Anderson. This is a 7-point run right now by Columbia. And the Cougars can't take it out of the net, and Park with the side out. But Columbia has done the damage. They are now up by 1. 16-15 is the score.
And for Park, they've got to take advantage of this side out, getting out of that rotation. Going back with Santos serving. They've given up 3 straight side outs. They need points on service right here.
This will be Santos. 5 aces at the championship. And Santos will serve it from the far left side of the court. And a great serve by Santos. Columbia, that one hit the top of the tape, goes on the Columbia side. Again, nothing you can do about that. We're tied at 16.
I thought Columbia had a nice job there just trying to control that after it came off the top of the tape. Unfortunately for them, it popped right up where we could get a good swing from Roper.
Androdny in the serve receive. Here's Clifford, and she'll tool off the block. Carolyn Clifford with another kill. That's her 4th. And Columbia back in front, 17-16. In terms of timeouts, Park has used them both. Columbia with 1 timeout remaining. Serving will be Clifford.
Clifford, 4 kills in 10 attempts, hitting 300, which is considerably better than what she did in the semifinals. So I'm sure she's feeling a lot better about herself right now.
Returning All-American, a 2nd team selection last season. Down the line, putting it down is Alyssa Flint. Flint hitting 264 at the championship, getting her 1st kill, and we're tied at 17. Back to serve for the Pirates. It'll be the setter, Gomez, and that serve goes out of bounds. Point for Columbia, 18-17. Columbia back in front by 1.
Again, a function of the fact that both of these teams are trying to serve tough. Tried to put a touch serve on the left sideline from the perspective of the server and just drifted it wide.
Sabino back to serve. Park will dig it up, and that attack goes out of bounds by Roper. Columbia with a point on serve. 19-17, Columbia matching their largest lead of this first set. 19-17 is the score. Sabino will try to do it again. Bobby Sabino, 6'2" senior, taken in the back row by Meawad. Right side attack hit over by Flint. Columbia digs it up. They'll attack with Anderson out of the back row, and she puts it away. Kirsten Anderson with a back row attack. Her third kill. Point Columbia. Here we go from the back row behind the 10-foot line, and down it goes by Anderson. 20-17. Another serve coming from Sabino. And Park out of the middle. Blocked at the net. Columbia with a block. And here's the block by Borges. Borges with the block. And a point for Columbia. 21-17, Columbia with the lead. Serve taken in the back row by Monteiro. Outside, Meawad in. Her hit goes out of bounds, wide on the attack. Another point, Columbia. 22-17, the run continues. 5 in a row for Columbia. Put this in perspective, it was tied at 14. They have outscored Park 8-3 over this last stretch. Here's the serve. Gomez will go to the middle and the back middle, and Meawad just finds enough room in the back corner. Nada Meawad with her fourth kill, and a side out for Park, and into serve will be Rothaker.
Yeah, they went to her sister on the left side out of a set piece from the serve receive, and that was an error. This time no error coming out of the back row with Nada Meawad.
Sandoval puts it away. Lots of room on the left side for Sandoval. Sandoval with 4 kills, matching Clifford for team high honors. 23-18 in Columbia, 2 points away from the first set. Sandoval with 4, Clifford with 4, 3 for Anderson. The pin hitters for the Cougars leading the way. Serve coming from the setter Vargas, a near ace that time. Outside Meawad, that's blocked but out of bounds. Tooling it off the block is Nuda Meawad. Her second kill, and a side out for Park. Here's the right side attack by Nuda Meawad, just out of bounds. But the block was there, it just goes out of bounds. Point for Park. Serving is Monteiro. Sandoval finds the opening on the right side. Sandoval with 5 kills. Set point coming up for Columbia.
And you can see why Sandoval has stayed in the lineup since she entered in the that was in the Aquinas match back in pool play where Columbia struggled a little bit. Sandoval has helped them right the ship, and now they're here in the finals.
Finished off with an ace serve by Sandoval. 4th ace for the Cougars in this set. Sandoval's first. Columbia takes the first set, 25-19. What a rally by Columbia. It was close early and just too strong in the end in that first set.
Right, after the first time through the rotation, it really looked like Park was going to be in control, but Columbia came back and finished it off on that nice ace by Sandoval.
25-19, Columbia with the win in the first set, best of 5. We will take a timeout and be back with more. You're listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Welcome back to the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa. The 11th time that Sioux City, the 11th straight year that they have served as the host site for the NAIA Volleyball National Championship. This is the 39th annual event. And we got a good one here. 2 rivals from the American Midwest Conference, their 3rd matchup of the season. It's all square at 1-1. It's Columbia with a 25-19 win in that first set over their rival Park University from Parkville, Missouri.
Yeah, halfway through that first set, Columbia really started taking care and valuing the volleyball. They had 4 total kills, hit 294 in that first set compared to 205 for Park, but they had only 4 errors in that set, and I would suggest that 3 of those 4 errors probably came in the first time through the rotation, and then beyond that, when they really started putting it together, they got only 1 additional error.
4 aces for Columbia in that first set. Keep in mind, Columbia trailed by as many as 5. 11-6 was the Pirates' largest lead, and they eventually tied it at 14 and took the lead for good. At 18-17. They closed on an 8-2 run to win it over Park in that first set.
And of those aces, 3 of those aces came right at that time where they closed the gap and then took the lead. They came in. The first timeout called by Park was at 13-14 with Park in the lead, and then a couple of aces later, it was 15-14 generated the second timeout by Park.
Park will serve first to start this second set. It'll be the setter, Donna Gomez, returning All-American, 2017 Setter of the Year in the American Midwest Conference. She's a good one. 5'9" senior will start things off for the Pirates. And it goes into the net, point Columbia. Columbia with the first point of set 2. Columbia came in as the number 3 seed overall, top seed in Pool C, but they were the runner-up in pool play. But made it out of pool play, and they were almost eliminated. They had a 1-set playoff on Thursday night against Aquinas, a team that had beat them to start pool play back on Tuesday. So Columbia has survived that, and there's a strong attack by Roper. Roper with her 4th kill. We're tied at 1. And here's the kill from Roper out of the middle. Fine set by Gomez, and Roper finds the floor out of the middle.
And that's one of the differences between the NAIA tournament and, say, those that might be familiar with the NCAA tournament. The NAIA tournament does not start with a one and done. It starts with a 3-team pool play.
And tooling it off the block on the outside is Nada Meawad. Her 5th kill to lead Park. Meawad and Roper with 5 kills each, actually. And you'll see Meawad tooling it off the block, just out of bounds off the Cougars' block. Here's Anderson on the right side, dug up in the back row by Rothaker. Meawad again on the left side. This time it's blocked back. Park will get control. Tipped down by Nuda Meawad. Nuda Meawad with the kill on the right side, her 3rd. And Park in front, 2-1.
Now this is exactly the kind of start that Park wanted. They want to establish the lead once again, as they did in set number 1. Only this time they're going to be concentrating on maintaining that lead once they've got it.
Rathaker continues serve. Park will get it back. Bump set by Monteiro. Meawad on the left side puts it away. Another kill for Nada Meawad. And that is 3-1 and 4-1 in favor of Park.
And she's hitting .462 at this particular point, so keep going to her. You'll have a good chance to see it.
6 kills for Meawad. There's an attack on the left side. Clifford hits it out of bounds. Another point for Park as they start strong here in set number 2 with a 5-1 lead. Here's another serve from Rathaker. Rothaker serving. Sandoval on the right-hand side. She hits it out of bounds. No touch, and a point for Park. 6-1 is the score. Here we'll see the attack by Sandoval, and it just goes out of bounds. Good call by the line judge, and we're going to have a timeout called by Columbia. Columbia with their first timeout, trailing this second set 6-1. We'll be back after a break. You are listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Back at the Tyson Events Center, the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship. A quick start by Park after they lost the first set 25-19. The Pirates out to a 6-1 lead. Byron, great start for Park.
Yeah, Coach Washington had to call the timeout at 11-6 in the first one. Had to stop the run a little bit later. Now she had to stop the run pretty early.
Maria Sandoval on the right side puts it away. Sandoval with 6 kills now, hitting .308 for the match, and a side out for the Cougars. Sandoval will go back to serve.
Yeah, she'll go back to serve and play middle back.
Sandoval serving, taken by Monteiro. Here's a right side attack by Meawad. Columbia can't get to it. Good effort by the libero Andrade, but a point for Park and a side out. 7-2, Pirates with the advantage. Back to serve will be Celina Monteiro, the co-defensive player of the year in the American Midwest Conference, two-time all-conference. Deep serve, Sandoval has it. Here's a right side attack for by Columbia. Park digs it up. Meawad on the right side, tools off the block. Nuda Meawad with the kill, her fourth. Right side attack. Here you will see Meawad getting the nice set once again from Gomez, and the tool leads to the point for Park.
Just couldn't get the arms, shoulders turned to bring that one back in.
Sandoval in serve receive after the serve from Monteiro. Left side attack. Columbia, nice pass in the back row by Park. Alyssa Flint with the dig, and on the left side is Nada Meawad. Nada Meawad with the kill, her seventh. 9-2, Park with the lead. Largest lead of the match by either team. Columbia, they won it by 6. That was the largest advantage.
Yeah, Meawad sisters really taking advantage of the block right now and getting some points for their side.
Top spin shot by Meawad. Here comes Columbia. They'll attack with Clifford. Blocked back by Park. Clifford will reload. Dug up by Meawad. Bump set by Gomez. Meawad dug over by Andrade, and Park will slow up the attack. Here it comes. Meawad on the right side. Columbia keeps it alive. Outside Clifford. She's got to cut it, and does. Here comes the set by Gomez. Right side Meawad. Tipped. Columbia with a save. No. Goes down. And Nuda Meawad with the kill, her fifth. And the run continues for Park.
And take a look here. Off the block. It looks like it's going to go long perhaps, and doesn't happen. Had to play it. Didn't have much choice there, but to try to keep the ball alive.
Long rally that time. Finished off by Park on the kill from Nuda Meawad. Serving will be Monteiro. Monteiro. Sandoval in serve receive. Bump set this time by Vargas. Hit over by Columbia. Park. Meawad down the line. It'll be brought to the front by Andrade and hit over from the back row by Sandoval. Park digs it up. Right side Meawad. Right side. Got it. Another kill by Nuda Meawad. Her sixth kill. It's 11-2 in favor of Park.
Yeah, on this little run, she has 4 of the 5 points in this run. Ray Washington Ray is just kind of looking at it and trying to figure out what she's going to do.
And an official's timeout. And here comes the serve from Monteiro after the official's timeout. Monteiro serving. She has served this big run by Park. Quick attack out of the middle. Hit over by Borges. And Park gets another point on the outside. The pin hitters taking control right now for Park. Nada Meawad with her 8th kill. And here, this time it's on the left side by Nada Meawad, her 8th kill. 12-2, Park with the lead. Another serve from Monteiro. Sandoval has it. Outside it goes. This is Clifford, and that didn't clear the net. 4 hits is going to be the call. 13-2 in set number 2. And a sub coming in for Columbia. So Coach Melinda Rye Washington, rather than use a timeout, will use a substitution here. And in for Columbia is Sydney Branson, a 5'11 freshman from Ozark, Missouri. Serve taken by Sandoval. And Anderson on the right side. Park will dig it up. Free ball sent over high into the air by Monteiro. Underneath it is Columbia, Vargas, and a ball handling error. And up another point for Park, 14-2. Let's watch this replay. Park in scramble mode, and the libero Monteiro high into the air, kind of like a fly ball in baseball, but it extended the play.
It does. That does turn out to be a kind of a difficult ball to handle because it's coming down and has a significant amount of velocity when it gets up that high initially.
14-3, Columbia with the side out. Serving will be Thais Andrade. Andrade, the libero for this Columbia team. And Andrade will try to rally the Cougars here, trailing 14-3 in set 2. Taken by Meawad in the back. Here's a right side by Meawad. Dug up by Columbia. Anderson on the right side. Dug up by the Pirates. Long run for the setter Monteiro. Outside to Meawad, and it gets through the double block. Sabino was there. Also on the outside was Anderson, but too much power behind that by Nada Meawad. And you'll see right here what I'm talking about. The double block there, but it goes down on the Columbia side for a point for Park.
And in that one, you really have to give the libero, Celina Monteiro, credit there for getting the ball to the outside. And you can see the skill of Meawad on the outside in that replay.
Karina Rodriguez, a junior from San Antonio, Texas, serving for Park for the first time. Columbia with the kill, 15-4 on the successful attack by the Cougars. Columbia has one timeout remaining. Park has not called one. Coach Mike Talamantes' club rolling here in the second set. Here's the serve from Anderson. Had 3 aces in the first set. Meawad on the left-hand side. Dug up in the back row by Anderson. Left side attack. Down it goes for Columbia. Columbia with the kill. They'll use the left side hitter. This is Sydney Branson, the freshman, coming in with authority. And the first point on serve for Columbia in this set. Here's another serve coming from Anderson. Dug up by Monteiro. We got a joust at the net. Whistle, and which way they're going to point? They're going to point Cougars' way.
So Park in the net.
15-6. Anderson back to serve, and we've seen Anderson back at the service line rattle off 3 straight aces. 15-6. Columbia trying to rally here, get the momentum back on their side. Serve taken by Monteiro. Bump set. Meawad on the left side. We got somebody in the net. The net moving around. It's on Columbia, and a side out for Park. 16-6 on the net violation against Columbia. Meawad back to serve for the Pirates.
So look for her to be swinging out of the back row.
Here's Meawad. She'll serve it from the left side of the service line. Taken in the back row by Anderson. And the set goes outside and out of bounds. Sydney Branson misses. And a point for the Pirates. 17-6 is the score. And Branson will go out. Clifford back in for Columbia.
And as you might suspect, the kill efficiencies really support what the score looks like. 550 for Park here in set number 2. Negative kill efficiency for Columbia.
Slide to Sabino, and Sabino puts it away for Columbia. Sabino, here she goes around, and on the slide puts it away for the kill. And Clifford will drop back to serve for the Cougars.
Yeah, on that replay, you can see how important it is for the setter to have some options and run quickly. And that quick movement on the slide was very difficult to defend.
Joust at the net. It's Park who gets control on their side. Meawad from the back row, and this one she misses. A rare miscue for Nada Meawad. 17-8 in favor of Park in set 2.
You can see kind of the default when we're out of system. We're going to try and get it into the middle to Nada Meawad in the back row.
Clifford serving. Taken nicely by Monteiro. Here's the slide to Park, and that was De Oliveira with the fine kill. De Oliveira, get a good pass. You can do these kind of things, Byron. Go on that slide to the middle, and De Oliveira delivers.
And the block's trying to slide across with you, but the advantage is really to the hitter, especially if that set is right on the money. Like they have the option of line, they have the option of off the block, they have the option of going behind the block.
Gomez so good at hitting that hitter's window, and Columbia answers with a slide of their own. Bobby Sabino with her second kill. Both teams showcasing their firepower, both setters delivering a good ball to their hitters right where they like it. Sabino back to serve for Columbia.
Now we're playing side-out volleyball a little bit, going back and forth, showing the power of each team. Problem for the Cougars is they've got a big deficit to try and overcome. Side-out volleyball is insufficient.
Park will get control. Gomez has options. She'll go to the back row to Meawad. Columbia will dig it up outside Sandoval. Left side attack. Down it goes.
Really nice job by Anderson there, getting out of the shadow of the block.
Sandoval with 7 kills to lead Columbia, the Cougars. She's been so tough here at the championship. And serving will be Sabino. Sabino, tough serve. Park has it outside. And hitting it over is Flint. Blocked back by Columbia. Flint will reload. This time it goes down. Alyssa Flint goes line. Her second kill. 19-10 is the score.
Flint with the replay right past the block and off of the back row player. Good position there in terms of height. Back row couldn't handle that one.
Gomez serving. Columbia goes to the middle, and this is Borges with the kill. Ari Borges with the kill. 19-11, and the teams continue to trade points. Park went on that huge run early. Opened up a 6-1 lead. They led by as many as 12. 14-2 was the largest lead. The lead is now 8, 19-11. Columbia serving. Taken in the back row by Flint, and Park will tool it off the block for the kill. Park with the point on serve, 20-11.
Here we got the big swing off the side, and the block was there, but again, the block was there. It was closed, but kind of facing towards the sideline, and she could take it off the block and out of bounds.
Rebecca Rothaker with the ace for Park. Second ace for the Pirates in this match. 21-11 is the score. Rothaker serves it to the back middle. Columbia will dig it up. Here's Anderson, and she'll tool it off the block. On the right-hand side, Kirsten Anderson. 8th here at the championship with 17 aces, hitting .295 at the championship. One of the leading hitters here at the final site. Sandoval back to serve. Sandoval back to serve. Her team trailing by 9. Meawad in serve receive. This is Nuda Meawad, blocked at the net by Columbia. The double block that time by Borges, and a point for the Cougars.
And that time you could see that the block was facing inward and prevented the ball from landing on their side, got it back in and behind where the block was. Nice job defensively on that double block.
Gomez goes outside, and Meawad puts it away. Nada Meawad with her 10th kill, 11th, say the official stats. First player in double figures tonight. And back to serve will be Monteiro. 22-13 is the score here in set number 2. Park trying to tie the match at 1 set apiece. Sandoval in serve receive. Big swing on the left-hand side by Clifford, and she puts it away. Caroline Clifford with her 5th kill. And a side out for the Cougars. Clifford with the kill, 22-14 in favor of Park. Serving will be Andradny. Thais Andradny serving. Park outside. Meawad tipped by Columbia. They get it back. Here's Anderson on the right-hand side, punched up by Monteiro. Meawad on the left side this time. That one she'll deliver. Down for the kill, 12 for Nada Meawad. And a point for Park. They're 2 points away from the set.
Yeah, over the block and off the fingertips of the back row player.
Pirates 2 points away from the second set. Into serve will be Karina Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to serve for Park. Serves it deep, and Columbia is not going to get it. And a serve that time by Rodriguez. Set point coming for Park, leading 24-14. Park with serve. They'll try to serve it out here and tie this match at 1 set apiece. Serving will be Rodriguez. Columbia, quick attack out of the middle, and down it goes. Bobby Sabino with her 3rd kill. Set point number 2 coming up for Park. They'll have to do it in serve receive. And back to serve for Columbia will be Anderson.
No place better to start than with Anderson back there. She has the capability of running a few off with aces, as she did in set number 1, but it is a huge deficit.
24-15 is the count. Here's Anderson. Serve taken in the back row by Flint. Outside Meawad for the set. Got it. Nada Meawad puts it away for her 13th kill, and Park ties this match up at 1 set apiece with a 25-15 win in set number 2. Set number 2, we'll take an extended break here in between sets 2 and 3. Match all tied at 1 set apiece between number 2 Park, number 3 Columbia. We'll take a break. You are listening to NAIA National Volleyball Championship on ESPN3.
Two American Midwest Conference rivals going at it here tonight. Park and Columbia, they're tied at a set apiece, and I have with me representatives from both schools. They know each other very well as well. Cindy Potter first from Columbia. Welcome back, Cindy. 25th appearance for Columbia. What a tradition.
Yeah, you know, we've had some great moments over the years. This is our 10th appearance in the championship, and we're just excited to be here. So,
Cindy, thank you. Tyler Price from Park, another great tradition-rich program. You've had a great run down here in Sioux City as well.
Yeah, what a great night for our institution. We're so proud of the program that Coach Talamantes has built. 6 straight tournaments, going for our 2nd ever national championship. So Pirate Nation is very proud, and I know there's a lot of them watching at home. So Pirate Nation, thank you for your support.
Tyler, Cindy, you're good friends off the court, but tonight it's about a national championship here at Sioux City, Iowa, a set apiece. I'm going to send it back up to Matt and Byron for set 3 here in the NAIA Women's Volleyball National Championship.
Thanks, Corey. We are knotted at 1 set apiece. It was Columbia winning the first set, 25-19. Park rallying in set 2, 25-15, in a set that they led from start to finish. And we shouldn't expect anything less, Byron. Both of these teams, they played 2 5-set matchups during the season and the conference tournament final.
Yeah, usually the number 3 set is a really critical set when you're tied at 1. So the winner has a little bit of wiggle room going into set number 4. It's a little hard sometimes to tell which team is going to play loose in a 2-1 advantage. Is it the team that has nothing to lose and is trying to come from behind? Or is it the team that has the lead? So we'll find out which one of these teams is going to be in that position here at the end of set number 3.
By the numbers, Park hitting 32%, 23% for Columbia. Your individual leaders, Nada Meawad leading Park with 13 kills. Columbia led by Maria Sandoval with 7 kills. The 2 setters very good. Donna Gomez with 25 assists, 23 for Manuela Vargas. Here we go. It is Vargas serving first for Columbia. Park will go right to on the right side. That's Alyssa Flint, blocked at the net by Sandoval. And Columbia with a first point of set number 3.
Now, right now, Columbia does have the lead in blocks according to the official statistics at 3-1. That would make it 4-1.
And Vargas, the setter, back to serve. Here comes Park. Gomez bump set this time to Meawad, dug up by Clifford in the back row. And the set by Vargas. Down it goes. Columbia with a quick start, scoring the first 2 points of this 3rd set, and it's 2-0 Cougars.
Well, this is here we go. Big swing that time by Anderson. Puts it down.
Anderson with the kill for Columbia. She's got 5, and another serve coming from Vargas. Vargas serves it to the back corner. Gomez throws it outside, tipped over by Meawad. Good dig in the back by Columbia. Sandoval will send it across with a top spin shot. Here's back row attack, Meawad, and she puts it away just out of reach of the diving Thais Andrade, the libero in the back, and Meawad puts Park on the board in set number 3. Nada Meawad with 14 kills now. 14 kills, just 1 error, 28 attacks, hitting close to 500. Here's an attack for Ari Borges, her 3rd kill. Quick attack out of the middle. And Borges gets that quick. What a set that time by Vargas, and Borges delivers.
Now there's a good reason why that's called a quick, because it happens quickly and is over quickly.
And you need the good pass to do those kind of things. Sandoval back to serve. Park in serve receive. They're in system. And a solo block that time by Borges. Back-to-back points by the middle hitter, Ari Borges, a 6'1 junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and a quick timeout called by Park University head coach Mike Talamantes. We will take a break. Columbia leading Park 4-1 in the 3rd set. Be back in a moment. You're listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Back at the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa. Columbia out to a quick 4-1 lead after dropping the 2nd set to Park 25-15. Forcing Park into a timeout. They have 1 remaining in set number 3. Sandoval back to serve, a near ace. Diving save and a beauty. by Monteiro. Outside attack by Meawad. Columbia in system. Here's Clifford on the left side. Tools it off the block for the kill. And Columbia feeling it right now, Byron.
Yeah, they are. Whatever Coach Ray Washington said in the interim has really got the Cougars to respond at this point. I think that these two teams both have a lot of confidence in themselves. Clifford has 6 kills now on the evening.
Second only to Sandoval, the 2 left side pin hitters for Columbia coming up big. And there's an attack in the middle by Roper, Marin Roper with her 5th kill. And Park with a side out, 5-2 Columbia here in set number 3. Monteiro back to serve for the Pirates.
Really needed the side out there. Now they got to start chipping away at this lead.
And Columbia, they'll go right side. That is Anderson who puts it away. Kirsten Anderson falling away a bit, but got enough on it to put it down, and a kill for Anderson, her 6th kill. Back to serve will be Androdny. Androdny back to serve with her team up 6-2. Androdny to serve from the left side. Meawad in the back row. It's taken in the back. Outside, big swing. Meawad got it. Nada Meawad with her 15th kill. Left side attack, big strong attack. Meawad explodes off the court, and it puts it down with a lot of power. 6-3 is the score. And Park will serve it here. Park serving, trailing 6-3. Number 5 for Park, it'll be Karina Rodriguez serving. Rodriguez serving, taken by Androdny. Left side, Clifford, and she puts it away again. Clifford, her 2nd kill of set 3. Let's look at this one on the replay. Got the great set by Vargas. Clifford cranks on it at the net. Point for Columbia.
You can see the kind of interaction you get between setter and hitter there, especially when the pass is right to that setter. Everything is working in system.
Anderson back to serve for Columbia. Park gets the good first contact, and then Meawad puts it away again. Nada Meawad with the kill. Meawad with her 16th kill officially. And the side out by Park at 7-4 in favor of Columbia.
Yeah, against Midland, when they got in a little bit of trouble, they started going to Nada Meawad a lot. We mentioned it in the open, 54 attack attempts in that 4-setter.
Joust at the net, Anderson for Columbia. Another joust, Anderson covers. Columbia will throw it outside. Clifford, roll shot dug up by Meawad. See if they go to her, and they do out of the back row. Top spin heavy, taken by Anderson outside. Here is Clifford down the line. Yes, that hit the floor. Caroline Clifford with another kill, 8 for Clifford. And here it is, the tip shot. She's got the power. She's also got the touch, the finesse. Inside the 10-foot line on the tip. Clifford back to serve. 8-4 in favor of Columbia. Clifford back to serve. That means Sandoval will get on the left side pin for Coach Melinda Rye Washington's club.
Clifford's got most of the attack attempts right now for Columbia, but they have a reasonably balanced attack right now between 3 different players, including Clifford.
Here's Sandoval. She'll bump it across down the line, and that's going to be outside the antenna. And a side out for Park. 8-5 is the score. Pirates down 3. Serving will be Santos. Santos back to serve for the Pirates, who used an early timeout. Columbia came out with a 5-1 lead in this 3rd set. The set by Vargas, right side, sent back by Park. Sandoval, left side attack, down it goes. Wow, Maria Sandoval with her 8th kill. This one was big on that left side.
Yeah, watch her cut this one off the block, right off the edge of the block and down to the court.
9-5 after that kill by Sandoval. Serving will be Bobby Sabino. 9-5 Columbia in this 3rd set. Each team has a win. We're tied at 1 set apiece, and that's served by Sabino. Into the tape it goes, and Park will serve. That will be the setter Gomez serving for the Pirates. 9-6 in favor of Columbia. 9-6 is a score. Here comes a serve from Gomez. Gomez taken to the back row by Androdny, and nice play by the setter. The setter Vargas on that second ball. Tips it down. The dig pretty close to the net, so Vargas says, I'll take care of it myself, and Manuela Vargas with the kill.
Yeah, both of these setters will attack. They don't do it frequently. Their kill efficiencies are both very high because they take the good choice, and as Vargas did in that instance.
And Columbia will attack outside Sandoval. And a blocking error. Someone in the net on Park. And it's 11-6 with that point by Columbia. Both of these setters, yes, they can attack, but when they have hitters like they do, you probably want to leave it up to those.
Well, that was kind of a good example right there. The ball was going out, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, do they just want to get the hitting statistics up? Let's keep this in play and get another swing.
Right side attack coming up for Park, and down it goes. Alyssa Flint with her third kill, and head coach Mike Talamantes encouraging his team from the sideline. Talamantes, in his 8th season as the Pirates coach, won the title in 2014, also has guided Park's men's volleyball team to 3 national titles. 2012, 2014, 2017. Outside attack, Sandoval again with the kill. Maria Sandoval with 9 kills for Park, and the junior will go back to serve for the Cougars.
It is not an insurmountable lead, but what Park is having trouble doing is not getting the side outs, but being side out themselves. That's 6 straight side outs generated by Columbia.
And the serve from Sandoval. Here's Park. They'll attack out of the middle, and putting it away is Roper. Marin Roper with her 6th kill. Good middle attack, and again, got the good pass from Meawad, and Roper puts it away. Roper with 6 kills, side out Park. Teams trading points. The lead is 4.
You could really see the isolation there, one-on-one on the block, and when you have that kind of isolation, it is to the advantage of the hitter.
And at the net, Columbia with the big block. Here is Meawad in his second effort. Puts it away. Nada Meawad with her 17th kill. 12-9 in favor of Columbia. Park, good job at chipping away at this lead. They're within 3 after the 17th kill by Meawad. Another serve from Monteiro. And outside Clifford. And that is good enough for the kill. Park was there to get a hand on it, but Clifford, too strong on the left side, puts it away for the kill.
Okay, so the Pirates have chipped into the lead of the Cougars. Now they have to get the side out right here in order to make that point that they just got on service stand up.
Serve taken in the back row by Monteiro. Meawad blocked at the net. Blocked at the net by Columbia. The setter, Jordan Wolf there. Jordan Wolf. Also there was Sabino, the duo of Wolf and Sabino with the double block. Point Columbia.
That gets the point back. That's kind of a rare instance, in fact, where Nada Meawad didn't read the block and went with the heat when the heat wasn't going to get the point.
And a missed serve by the Cougars. 14-10 in favor of Columbia. Match knotted at 1 set apiece. Serving will be Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the 5'2 junior, rather. And the Rodriguez serve goes. Clifford has it in the back row. Actually, Clifford now on the left side attack, and that will go up into the stands. Clifford on the left side with authority. And Clifford will now trot back to serve after getting her 10th kill. Second Columbia player in double figures.
Yeah, Clifford has been the main target of Columbia, and an efficient one too. Hit 306 on the season.
And the serve coming up from Anderson. Park underneath it. Meawad from the back row. That just goes long. Nuda Meawad tried to cut it from the back row, and a point for Columbia. Very close here. You can see her take off and just out of sight on the replay, but it was in the back corner and clearly out of bounds. Point for Columbia. 16-10 is the score. Here's another serve coming from Anderson. That one's taken by Monteiro. Outside, Meawad left side. Good dig by Andrade. Here's a back row attack by Anderson. Met at the net. Timed perfectly by De Oliveira and Nada Meawad. The double block, and it goes down.
Watch this timing here as they go up. Here comes the attack. They're both there, and it goes down on the Cougar side.
Pirates will serve. Meawad serving. And the bump set goes outside to Clifford. Roll shot down the line. Dug up by Meawad. Set goes outside to Flint. Dug up in the back row by Sandoval. Outside Clifford. Big swing. That one goes long. No touch and a point for Park on serve. They're within 4, 16-12, and a back and forth lead going from 4 to 5 points typically in this set number 3.
And Park needs a little bit more. It's not too late yet, but it's getting later. Game is getting shorter with each side out.
Meawad serving. Quick attack. Hit over by Sabino. Columbia will get it back. This time Clifford on the left side. Tips it over the block and good. Caroline Clifford with 11 kills. Takes over the team high honors for the Cougars. Clifford with 11, Sandoval with 10, and Clifford will go back to serve as the two outside hitters will switch roles.
A lot of confidence right now by Vargas in Clifford.
Clifford will serve. Taken by Meawad. Set by Gomez on the slide. Blocked back by Columbia. Park will send it over with Flint. Here come the Cougars. Great decision that time by the setter. That was Vargas with the bump kill over the net. Had a lot of spin on that. Kind of an unusual play there, but down it goes. Good timing by Vargas.
I don't know if that was done out of necessity or on purpose. Clearly Flint had moved over to have that initial attack, and that corner was wide open, so my feeling is it was probably on purpose.
Double contact called against Park Center. 19-12, Columbia with a 7-point lead, their largest lead of set number 3. Park has a timeout remaining, choosing not to use it here. But Columbia 6 points away from a 2-1 lead. Here is Park in serve receive. Back row, Meawad blocked at the net. The double block by the setter, Vargas and Sabino. There read it well. Big point here for Columbia.
And there you see the block. I think that the Cougars are really defending that nicely. That time they set up a double block in the middle, and both back row players kind of got outside of the shadow of that block. Now there's room behind it if that's what Meawad wants to do.
Ball handling error against the Pirates, 21-12 as Columbia is starting to run away here in set 3. Columbia with a big edge blocking-wise, 6-2 in terms of blocks in this match. Serve coming from Clifford. And Park will set up on the left side, hitting it over is Flint. Columbia with it, and no one home on the attack. And Park with the side out, 21-13 in favor of Columbia. Into serve will be Santos for Park. Talked about Coach Mike Talamantes. 1 national title with the women's team, 3 with the men's team for Park. Melinda Rye Washington, she has won 3 national titles herself, all at Columbia. 2001, 2015, and 2004. And a point for Park. And here we go. Park with the point. 21-14 is the score. And the serve coming from Santos. Here is Sandoval. Park will get control. Park will reload on the slide to Roper. Columbia with a nice dig. Here's Sandoval. Blocked back by Park. Sandoval scrambles and a free ball. Park will have it. Underneath it is the setter, Gomez. And outside, Flint over the block. Good scramble by Columbia to send it across. Long rally here on the slide, Roper. Columbia will send it across again with Anderson. Park on the outside, Flint tips it, covered by Clifford. Here we go, Columbia back row, and down it goes from Bobby Sabino. Long rally there, Sabino out of the middle. Watch this, goes to the back right corner, down it goes. And it's 22-14 in favor of Columbia. And back to serve for Park will be Sabino, or for Columbia rather, and Sabino will come out, and Columbia will put in Brady Burhorst, a freshman from Jefferson City, Missouri. So Burhorst will serve, 13 aces on the season. First time we've seen Burhorst for the Cougars. She'll serve it over to the back middle spot. Park will set up, blocked back by Borges. And Park will send it over. Columbia returns it. Here comes Park. They'll attack out of the middle. Roper out of bounds. Columbia with the point. 23-14 is the score for the Cougars. 23-14 is the score. Rye Washington led the Cougars to 2 titles. 2001 and 2015 were the years. Misspoke earlier. And left side attack. And that is blocked by Columbia. Off of Park. Deflects off of Park. Columbia's going to get the point. And Park asking the top official, but it's a point for Columbia on the scoreboard right now. 24-14, set point for the Cougars. Back to serve for Columbia will be Burhorst to try to take a 2-1 set lead. And Meawad out of the back row, and we got a player in the net on Columbia. And Park with the side out. They'll extend this set. Still set point for Columbia, leading 24-15. Park will serve. Park with service. It'll be the setter, Gomez, serving. And she'll float one to the back. Andradny with an overpass. Point for Park. Quick point there. It's 24-16 in favor of Columbia. Set point number 3.
Good awareness by Roper. Watch Roper win that joust and put it down.
And another serve coming for Park. Taken by Andradny. Nope, through her fingertips. An ace for Park. 24-17. 24-17 and the 4th set point coming up. Here's the ace.
Yeah, Andradny working her hand a little bit after that. Tells Coach Roy Washington that she's okay and ready to go.
And the serve taken by Clifford in the back row. Sandoval will tip it. Good cover by Park. They will bring it back to the right side. Meawad on the attack. Dug up. Columbia. Sandoval has it blocked back. Vargas will go right side. Back row to Anderson, dug up by Park. Meawad on the right side. That goes out of bounds. Columbia wins the 3rd set, 25-17. Columbia with a 2-1 lead here in this championship match. Winning the 3rd, 25-17. We're going to take a break. You are listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Back at the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the host site of the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship. And it is Columbia with a 2-1 lead over Park in a matchup that features 2 teams from the American Midwest Conference, Byron, and the rubber match between the 2 teams. Each took a 5-set matchup during the regular and conference tournament. It is Columbia now with a 2-1 lead over Park.
Yeah, and the one game in the set or the match that Park won, that was the one during the regular season. They split the first 2 sets, and Park won the 3rd, and then went on to win that one 3-2. In the loss that was at Park's place, Park won the first 2, and then Columbia came back with 3 straight. So this is a bit of an unusual circumstance. We're not duplicating anything that's happened between these 2 teams so far in the season. Now Columbia has the opportunity to try and take this one home in set number 4.
First set was close early, but then Columbia came back with a big run, or actually fell behind and came back with a big run to take the lead. The last 2 sets, the team that got off to the fast start went on to win it. It was Park in set 2. Columbia got off to the fast start last set, and they went on to win it.
And oftentimes you think the fast start leads to a win when you got that final match, the final set. When you're only running to 15, you really want that fast start. But right now, both of these teams, as you said, have been able to defend, at least in set 2 and 3, been able to defend that lead that they established early. So the early lead is going to be important probably here in set number 4 as well.
And set number 4, Columbia leading Park 2-1. And it's Park serving first. Here's Sandoval on the left-hand side. Park can't dig it up. And Maria Sandoval with her 11th kill. And a point for Columbia to start the 4th set. And back to serve for Columbia will be Sabino. Columbia with a 1-0 lead by the numbers. Columbia hitting 27% for the match. They hit 313. Park hit 0 in set number 2. Outside attack, Meawad puts it away. Not a Meawad with her 18th kill, and we're tied at 1.
I would anticipate that we're going to see a lot of Nada Meawad here in this particular set.
And here comes a serve from Monteiro. Monteiro serves it deep, taken by Columbia. Andrade with a nice pass. Sandoval with a tip. Park with a diving save. Here is the right side attack by Nuda Meawad. And blocked back by Columbia. Park will regroup. They'll throw it outside to Nada Meawad. Kept alive, punched up by Andrade. Sandoval set is off the net. Here comes Monteiro. Monteiro back out to Meawad. That one is good. Nada Meawad with the kill, and let's watch this replay on a long rally finished off by Nada Meawad.
As she brings the heat, but takes it right off the fingertips.
And a serve coming from Monteiro.
We thought we were going to see that one again.
2-1 in favor of Park. Here comes a serve from Monteiro. And right side attack, Meawad blocked back by Columbia. Bump set. Here's Meawad on the left side, and that one is down. Nada Meawad. She has got now 21 kills in this match. Here's the replay. Watch this one, folks. With authority, the big power on the left side pin. And she celebrates with her teammates on that one. 3-1 is the score. Another serve coming from Monteiro. This is one of the best rotations for Park, I feel. Monteiro has gone on some nice service runs, and Columbia can't return it. Hit out of bounds. That was Borges who hit it out, and it's 4-1 Park. And here's that quick start, Byron.
They did get the quick start, and it comes from the really tough serving. The tough serving coming here from Monteiro is putting Columbia a little bit in the hole, and they can't get their attack going. Get a little help from Monteiro there with that error on serve.
It's served by Park. Columbia will have control of serve. So Columbia back to serve, trailing 4-2, leading the match 2-1. Serving will be the setter Vargas. 4-2 is the score. Both of these teams have won national titles. Park in 2014, and of course Columbia has won 4 of them. 2 under the current head coach Melinda Rye Washington. Park in serve receive. Here it comes to Meawad. Right side attack. Nice dig by the setter Vargas. Hit over by Clifford. Park reloads. Here's Meawad on the left side. That one goes outside the antenna. And a rare miscue there from Park's leading hitter, Nada Meawad. Point for Columbia.
Yeah, she'll go for the line here, and notice that it just drifts outside the line. And that point will go to the Cougars.
Another serve coming from the setter, Vargas. Vargas back to serve. And serves it from the right-hand side of the service line. Set goes to Meawad. Blocked at the net. The double block by Borges and Sandoval. And we're tied at 4 in set number 4.
Big block here. We'll notice that the hands are turned inward there on the block and brought the back by Sandoval. Just brought it right back into the court.
Serve coming from Vargas again. Columbia has scored the last 3 points to tie it after the quick start by Park. Serve taken in the back by Monteiro. And the middle by De Oliveira. Dug up Columbia. And Columbia will set up on the left side. It's Sandoval with the kill. And Sandoval takes over the team high honors. 12th kill for Sandoval. Columbia with its first lead of set of the 4th.
We're going to see how patient these coaches want to be right now. Roy Washington was patient as Park ran out to that 4-point lead initially, got up to 4-1, then took advantage of the service error. That service error got him out of the rotation, and now they're piling up some points of their own. We'll see how patient Park is going to be.
You saw assistant coach Aaliyah Hayes, the assistant coach of the year in the conference. She was a member. She played the libero spot in the 2015 championship team for Columbia, returning to her alma mater to coach. Here is Park on the attack. Down it goes. De Oliveira with the kill. De Oliveira with her 3rd kill. And let's watch the attack from De Oliveira. Good one-handed set there by Gomez. Tough ball to handle, and Gomez delivers a winning kill to De Oliveira. We're tied at 5. Park with a chance to take the lead here. Meawad back to serve. Nuda Meawad serving. Columbia will bring it to the front. Here's Sandoval on the right side. Roll shot dug up by Monteiro. And Meawad on the left side, dug up in the back by Andrade. Here's the Anderson on the right-hand side, puts it away. Anderson with the kill. 7 kills for Kirsten Anderson. Another replay here. Anderson gets it on the right-hand side, and the big left-hander puts it away with authority off of the arms of Meawad. Anderson, 6 kills, 12 digs. Having a good match. Also has those 3 aces in that first set that led to victory. Sandoval serving. Meawad in serve receive. Quick attack to De Oliveira, and she'll put it away. De Oliveira with her 4th kill. And we're tied at 6 in the 4th set. Must-win set for Park. Columbia with a 2-1 sets lead.
Yeah, both teams have taken their little run now, and we're going to wait to see which of these 2 teams is going to break out with the next run and take hold of this 4th set.
Columbia in serve receive. Clifford over the block. Dug up by Meawad. Back row to Meawad. Taken in the back by Sandoval. A right side attack. Hit over by Wolf. Here is Park. Attacked by Flint. Columbia will bring it back. Attacked by Clifford. Dug up by Monteiro. Park setting up on the left side. Hit over by Flint. Columbia will reload outside. This is Wolf again, and Wolf puts it away for the kill. And a kill for Jordan Wolf. Right side. And here's Wolf who puts it away. Point for Columbia.
Right in the middle of that point, Meawad was having a back row attack, and that was read really well by the Cougars. They didn't go up to block. They realized it wasn't going to be heat, and they just let the back row player that time, Sandoval, take care of the dig.
Pirates set up De Oliveira. She'll put away her 5th kill. That is her 3rd already in this 4th set. We're tied at 7. Park has made a conscious effort to set up De Oliveira, get her more involved in the attack. And the serve coming from Santos.
Yeah, right. Last 3 points have come from her.
And Columbia, right side attack. And that is down for the kill. Hitting it away was Clifford. And it's 8-7 in favor of Columbia. Columbia back in front by 1, and Park will call a timeout. Timeout called by Park and head coach Mike Talamantes. We will take a break. You're listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Back at the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the host site of the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship. It is Columbia leading Park University 2-1 with an 8-7 lead as well in the 4th, and a quick timeout called by Park University, an early one. They're left with 1, and head coach Mike Talamantes saw something he wanted to talk to his team about.
So Flint, Meawad, as well as Monteiro in serve receive here. They go to Monteiro.
Tough serve from Anderson again. Meawad out of the back row, dug up by Sandoval. Clifford will get it on the left side, and that is down for the kill. Clifford matching Sandoval for team high honors. 12 kills each for the pin hitters, and it's 9-7 Columbia with the lead. And back-to-back timeouts. Another timeout called by Park. And so Park, back-to-back timeouts. Columbia with a 9-7 lead, leading the match 2-1. It is Park using both timeouts quick here in this 4th set.
Yeah, on the one hand, he's going to show an enormous amount of faith in his team because he's not going to be able to modify the game much from this point on, at least not with timeouts. He might be able to do it with substitutions, but he doesn't substitute a whole lot of players himself, and so he's going to depend probably on the leadership of Nada Meawad and when we go down the stretch here. On the other hand, Roy Washington probably is pretty happy about that timeout because now she knows she has the advantage, at least on the coaching side, or believes she has the advantage on the coaching side.
There's all the championship banners hanging up in the rafters of the Tyson Events Center. Again, this is the 11th year the event has been hosted here at the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the 39th annual Volleyball National Championship on the women's side. Outstanding job that the Tyson Events Center and the Sioux City folk do in hosting this event. It's just a great venue, and hear lots of compliments from fans and coaches and players alike. They just love the 3 courts early on in the pool play stages.
Right, you get to watch multiple matches going on at the same time, and then when you get to the championship, you're in the horseshoe here, and that really gives the players a nice atmosphere in which to participate.
Putting it away is Marin Roper. Roper out of the Park timeout with the kill, her 7th kill. Park within 1, a must-win set for Park, down 2-1. Gomez serving. Short serve taken by Columbia. They'll throw it outside. Clifford with a big swing and a lift called on Roper. Give Clifford credit for the kill. 13 kills. And Clifford, big swing again.
Watch this play right there. That is what they called the lift on, and that got a little bit of a reaction from the coaching staff of Park.
10-8, Columbia with the lead. Clifford back to serve. Clifford down the line, and an overpass, and Sandoval puts it away. Sandoval at the net, the overpass, and Columbia makes you pay. And here we go. We'll see the overpass. Sandoval coming up, and down it goes inside the 10-foot line. And Columbia opens up a 3-point lead. 11-8 is the score. Clifford serving. Taken by Monteiro. And Park will set up the middle. Roper blocked at the net by Columbia. That was Borges. And Sabino with the block. Point Columbia. 12-8 in favor of the Cougars. Out with a 4-point lead. Park out of timeouts. Keep that in mind. Here is Meawad on the left side, and Nuda Meawad with the kill. And a point inside out for Park. They needed that.
Yeah, move her from the right side to the left side in that particular serve receive rotation, and have a set play for her coming out of the left.
Rothaker serving. Set goes to Sandoval on the left side. Rothaker with the dig. Set up by Vargas outside, and down it goes. Meawad again. Meawad with her 22nd kill. And Park within 2. They need a rally here. Down 2. Stay within contact of Columbia.
That's the Meawad you usually think about on the left side. That was Nada.
And this is a middle attack. Strong middle by Sabino. Sabino with her 4th kill of the match. 13-10. Columbia back in front by 3. And Sabino back to serve. He'll have Borges in the front along with Sandoval. And the setter Vargas. Here's the serve from Sabino. Monteiro has it outside. Big swing from Meawad, and down it goes. Little you can do, Byron, when Meawad gets it right there.
Yeah, not when she really has the opportunity to decide what she's going to do. She's going to read that block as she comes forward, and she's going to decide, do I go off the block? Do I go high hands? What am I going to do to try and get this point?
And Columbia will send it across. Here comes a free ball. Outside, Meawad again, delivers again in a big way. Meawad with another kill. 24 for Nada Meawad. That brings Park to within 1.
And there you see some of the power. Watch, it's going to head all the way out of bounds across the court. That's all power off of the block by Meawad.
And Columbia goes to Sandoval. Park in scramble mode. They're going to send it over from the back row. Columbia answers. They'll try to shove it back over. Park will send a free ball short. Hit back by Columbia. Park in command. Meawad, why not? And her 4th straight kill. We are tied at 13. Meawad bringing Park back in this set.
A little bit of a contest there between Meawad in the front row and Vargas. So Vargas tried to catch him 2 times there, and finally the ball came up where Meawad could really take care of it.
25 now for Meawad. Here is Sandoval cross court. Dug back over by Park, and a miscue by Columbia. What a dig in the back row by the libero. Great get for Parks, Monteiro, and Columbia will call a timeout. There you see, she'll put her hand out, and Columbia can't convert, and Park takes back the lead, 14-13, Columbia into a timeout, their first.
Yeah, Borges that time just a little bit anxious. We did get the big dig out of the back row. It's coming down on top of the net, and just a little bit early on the part of Borges, and she drilled it into the net and maintained this little run that Park is on. Now they've got the 1-point lead, and let's see if they can extend it, and how Washington, Ray Washington and her squad is going to respond.
Nada Meawad, 25 kills. She had 4 straight points on that left side pin to bring this Park team back. And again, Park trailing the match 2-1 in the 2018 National Championship match.
I think Ray Washington right now is just basically telling her team, let's have some composure. We had our lead. They cut into it. They have the lead right now, but we know we can play with these teams down the stretch. So let's wait for our little run. Our little run is going to establish something for us as well.
A reminder to the fans out there listening and watching, these two teams played twice during the regular season, both 5-setters. Park won it back on October 18 at their home court, and then Columbia won the next one in the postseason conference tournament championship, both 5-set affairs. Here we go. Park with a 1-point lead, and Meawad, not the power shot, the tip that time, and Meawad delivers her 27th kill. And here we go, the little finesse Byron over the block.
And that's all sold from the approach. The approach looks like she's going to bring power, and she just sets it right over the top of the block. Now, that's not her favorite shot. She'd rather bring the power, but she knows that'll get me a point.
Park will set up to the middle. That is De Oliveira, and that goes down. De Oliveira with her 6th kill, 4th coming in this 4th set, and Park continues to lead 16-13. This is a 6-0 run by the Pirates.
I think anybody that's watched volleyball for any length of time realizes what an emotional sport it is and how much momentum can shift and how quickly it can turn and the emotions can change. And right now, Park has those emotions.
Big kill there from Sandoval. Needed that for Columbia. Sandoval with her 14th kill just rips it down the line. And back to serve will be Vargas.
Now you're only down 2, so no time to panic here. Let's just pick up a couple points on serve, and now it's going to be just a short game to the end.
Columbia will have the extra attacker with Vargas in the back row. Vargas with a float serve. Outside. Who else but Meawad? And Columbia with a great get. Can they do it the whole way? Yes, they do. High into the air. Park will reload. They're going to go back to Vargas. This time's a tip. Got it. First you bring the heat, then you bring the change up, and a point for Park. Vargas with 28 kills. Good effort by Columbia to scramble and just even return this, and high into the air it goes, returned by Clifford, but ultimately it's a point for Park. 17-14 is the score. Here's a serve from Nuda Meawad, left side attack by Columbia. Outside, this is Meawad into the block, down again. 28 kills for Nada Meawad, and Park with a 4-point lead. 18-14 is the score. Back to serve will be Park. This is Nada Meawad. Back to serve. Columbia on the attack. Anderson blocked back by Park. Here is Sandoval down the line. Got it. Sandoval with the kill. Sandoval with 15 kills for Columbia. And it's 18-15 in favor of Park. And Sandoval back to serve. Sandoval will serve here. Sandoval taking her time here. 18-15, Park with the lead. Park trying to force a 5th set. Columbia trying to win it in 4. Outside, Meawad on the left side. This time it's dug up by Andrade. Columbia, Clifford on the attack on the left side pin. Meawad, another set. Down it goes. Meawad with 29 and a point for Park. 19-15 is the score in favor of Park. And another successful attack by Meawad on the left side.
And they're running to her almost exclusively. Now a setter change once again. Marconi has come in to set.
Here comes Columbia, and it's Anderson, and she puts it away, deflected up into the stands. Anderson with a big attack. 8 kills for Anderson. It's back to a 3-point game. 19-16 is the score.
So Gomez is setting right now in serve receive. and Marconi is going to set when they're setting, or when they're serving.
Andrade serving. Here's the set. Outside it goes to Flint, and Alyssa Flint with the kill on the left side. And back to serve will be for Park, as with a 4-point lead, it's going to be Santos. And there you see Meawad with 30 kills, the rest of the team with 27. Nana Meawad carrying the load up at the net for the Pirates. Serve coming from Santos. Santos serving. Columbia right side. Anderson, and she'll put it down for the kill. Kirsten Anderson with 9. And it's back to just a 3-point game, 20-17. Anderson on the right side. Gets a nice set from Vargas, and down it goes. And it'll be Anderson in the back.
Gomez is setting when they want the side out. Marconi is setting when they want the defense, bigger front row.
Here we go. It'll be Park on the outside. It goes to Flint. Columbia will try to send it across. Sandoval recovers. Outside Clifford down the line. Dug up by Meawad. Left side attack. Hit over by Flint. Columbia will have it. Here's Clifford again. Diving save by Meawad. Columbia will reload. Joust at the net. And it's won by Park. Whistle blew. And it's down. We're going to see a replay. Great save in the back row by Nana Meawad. Not just a front row player, got a lot of skill in the back. Park wins the point, 21-17. Pirates with the lead. Back to serve will be Gomez. Gomez serving. Here is Columbia, left side, and Clifford puts it inbounds. Clifford with the kill. 14 for Carolyn Clifford. And the lead is down to 3, 21-18, as the lead changing from 4 to 3 points. Back to serve will be Clifford.
They'll leave Gomez in now to serve. Gomez has moved from front row. The setter position has moved from front row to back row. So Gomez will stay in and set.
Serve taken the back row by Monteiro, and a strong middle attack that time by Roper. Roper with the kill, and a point inside out. Roper with the ball out of the middle. Nice set from Gomez, and Roper delivers her ninth kill.
You can see that nice isolation one-on-one. Roper was in good position to take it off the side and get it down in front of the back row.
Columbia will call their final timeout. Both teams out of timeouts. Park with a 22-18 lead. Late stages of this fourth set. Columbia leading the match 2-1. Park trying to stay alive and force a fifth set. There you see the Columbia bench. Head coach Melinda Rye Washington talking to her team, talking to this Cougars team, encouraging them. Coach Rye Washington, head coach since 2000, 677 wins for Coach Washington and this Cougars team, and trailing. They had the lead early, but Park with a nice rally after the 2 timeouts by Park's head coach Mike Talamantes.
Yeah, Park jumped up on top, and then Roy Washington's Cougars came back and carried the lead for a long time, but now in that second time through the rotation in this set, side outs all the way down the line for Park, and then Park was sided out quite a bit too, with one exception. That one exception was when Celina Monteiro was serving, and she ran off those 6 points in a row.
Out of the Columbia timeout, it'll be Park serving. Rebecca Rothaker to serve. Park 3 points away from forcing a fifth set here at the 2018 National Championship. Columbia in serve receive, and that is tipped down, and it'll be a side out for Columbia. Close play here, tipped by Park, and it just goes out of bounds. Close call there, and it'll be a point for Columbia. 22-19, Cougars will serve here, trailing by 3. Not too late to rally. Serve taken by Monteiro. Quick attack out of the middle, and Roper puts it away. Marin Roper in double figures with 10 kills. She is the second Pirates player. Roper gets it out of the middle, and it beats the block, over the block, and Pirates 2 points away from the set. 23-19 is the score. And here we go. Cougars will set up on the left side. Sandoval, that attack goes long. Set point for Park. 24-19 is the score. Park 1 point away from sending it to a fifth set. Serving will be Monteiro. Monteiro serving. Taken in the back row by Andrade. And Sandoval this time puts it away. Sandoval, 16 kills to lead Columbia. 24-20 is the score. By the score, this has been the closest set here at the championship. Back to serve will be Vargas. Vargas serving for Columbia. Trailing by 4, set point number 2 for Park. Serve taken by Meawad. Set goes to the middle, hit over by De Oliveira, and down it goes. We're going to head to a fifth set. Park with a 25-20 win in set 4. We're going to a fifth set for just the third time in the history of the championship. Other five-setters back in 2008 and 2016 was the other five-setter. We're going to take a break. You are listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. For just the third time in the history of the championship, we are going to go to a fifth set. Park and Columbia, the two conference rivals, going to a fifth set for the national championship. And again, these two teams have played twice before during the season and both went 5 sets, so you would expect nothing else. It was Columbia winning the first set 25-19. Park came back with a 25-15 win in set 2. Columbia won set 3 25-17. Park just won set 4 25-20. And just a reminder, the fifth set, you play to 15, win by 2, and the teams will trade sides of the floor once a team reaches 8 points.
Given that fact, I just kind of tried to go back and look at the previous 4 sets and ask myself the question, which team won the race to 15? And surprise of surprises, they were 2-2. And in the sets that Park won, they won the race to 15. And the sets that Columbia won, they won the race to 15. So that little check yielded us nothing.
Park is 2-1 in 5-set matchups so far in the season, defeating Columbia and Missouri Baptist, losing to Columbia. Columbia, they haven't played a lot of 5-setters. They beat Lindsey Wilson early in 5 sets, lost to Missouri Baptist, lost to Park, beat Park, and then they also had a 5-setter en route to the championship. They lost to Aquinas in 5-set matchups.
And that was the big upset, that loss to Aquinas, and that's what really forced Columbia to go to a tiebreaker. Came out of that tiebreaker and haven't looked back since. Dominant in the 3 wins so far against Hastings, Dort, and Viterbo.
Looking at the numbers, you would expect this to be pretty close statistically, and it is. Park 28%, Columbia 27% kill efficiency. Columbia with the edge, blocking 9-5. Columbia a slight edge, Acers 4-3 are leaders. Now to Meawad with 29 kills, 16 for Maria Sandoval, 15 for Clifford for Columbia. Columbia serving first, Meawad on the left side. Blocked at the net by Columbia. Meawad on the second effort. Columbia digs it up. Sandoval puts it away. Maria Sandoval with 17 kills. Columbia on the board first in the 5th set.
Secondary assist on that one was to Clifford in the back row. Had the nice dig on the Meawad attack.
So Columbia will serve again. And Columbia with a 1-0 lead in the 5th. Taken in the back by Monteiro. Meawad on the left side and puts it away. She's got 30. 29 in the semifinal win over Midland. 30 in the championship against Columbia. And we're tied at 1. Those are not bad matches back-to-back.
Not at all. Not at all.
Serving will be Monteiro. Taken by Columbia in the back row outside. This is Anderson. Blocked back by Park. Sandoval will get it, falling away. Dug up by Monteiro. And here's Meawad on the left side, and she puts it away. 31 kills for Nada Meawad, and it's 2-1 in favor of Park.
Yeah, attack on the left side first, and then an attack on the right side by Columbia. Then they couldn't quite get their defense set, and Vargas recognized that, got it to Meawad right away, and resulted in the point.
Monteiro will continue serve. Cougars. Anderson on the right side, and Park will dig it up. That was Flint with the dig. Meawad on the left side, dug up by Sandoval. Underneath it is Vargas. Vargas will go to the right side. It's Anderson. Park digs it up. Meawad, left side. She'll tip it. Down it goes. Meawad with another kill. 3-1. Right now, Park is not even looking to go anywhere else except for to the outside to Meawad.
Yeah, hardly. Hardly at all. And of course, Columbia realizes that Vargas is a pretty savvy setter, and if they're going to leave De Oliveira in the middle, she's going to find her eventually. So they can't really cheat too hard on Meawad.
Columbia can't come up with it. Park with the point on the attack error by Columbia. And Park out to a quick 4-1 lead. Let's watch this. Kind of a broken play, and Columbia tried their best, but couldn't return it. It's 4-1 Park.
Serve receive changing a little bit. Serving for Park, right, is Monteiro, and she had 2 big runs in set number 4, and now a big run to open set number 5.
Park with a free ball. They'll go to De Oliveira, and she delivers. De Oliveira with the kill, her 7th, and a timeout called by Columbia. First, let's get the kill by De Oliveira, and a timeout called by Columbia. The score is 5-1. We're going to take a break and be back with more. You're listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3. Park races out to a 5-1 lead and a winner-take-all 5th set. 5th set, you play to 15, win by 2. Team reaches 8 points. You trade sides of the floor. It's Park out to a huge lead, forcing Columbia into a timeout. Serve taken by Andrade. Columbia sets up Anderson, blocked back by Park. They're going to get control. Here's Sandoval, and she puts it away. Good response by Columbia. Sandoval with her 18th kill, and a side out for Columbia.
Yeah, change service rotation, or serve reception a little bit there. It was Andrade and Clifford, and as well in the back row is Anderson.
Sandoval will serve. Park will have it. Set goes out to Meawad, blocked back by Columbia. This time it goes to Nuda Meawad. Columbia will dig it up. Here's Anderson on the right side. Nice dig by Flint. Park will extend the point. High into the air. Columbia will have it. Taken first by Andrade. Here's Anderson on the right, and it goes out of bounds. Goes wide. Point for Park. 6-2, Pirates with the lead in set 5. Here's a great get by Park just to extend the points. Once again, high into the air, and Columbia can't convert. Just missing it wide on the attack by Anderson.
Now notice the position right there by Monteiro. She was right on the line. She had that line covered, knew when it was going to go out.
Meawad on the serve, and a successful attack there by Columbia. Good attack by Columbia, and a side out. 6-3, Columbia within 3. They need to score some points on serve here. Looking for their first point on serve, and Thais Andrade will serve, the libero for the Cougars, and that goes into the net. Point by Park, 7-3. The Pirates looking for their second national championship, also won it in 2014. Columbia's in search of their 5th title, and first since 2015. Back to serve for Park will be Meawad. Meawad serving, taken by Sandoval. Columbia will set up Clifford on the left-hand side. Dug up by Meawad. Outside Flint, she'll tip it. Columbia scrambles and will return it. Park will reload. They'll go to the right-hand side, and they're going to call her for a double contact. The center called for a double contact and a point for Columbia. Columbia gets a break, and it's 7-4 in favor of Park in the fifth.
Yeah, that time Gomez wanted to go someplace other than Meawad, and she tried to do a nice back set and get a slide that time intended, to go to De Oliveira.
We are going to have a timeout call by Park, I believe. Each team has used a timeout. It is 7-4 Park in the fifth set. Winner take all fifth set. Each team has burned a timeout. 7-4 is the score. The next point scored by Park, and the teams will trade sides of the floor. It'll be Columbia serving after the timeout. And statistically, again, this is very tight as well. 28% for Park, 25% for Columbia.
Right here in set number 5, it's 400 right now for Park. 4 kills, no errors right now for Park. 2 errors against 3 kills for Columbia, so they are down at 0.77. So advantage Park at this point, and that's no surprise as they hold on to this 7-4 lead.
Coming out to serve for Columbia out of the timeout, it'll be Kirsten Anderson. Anderson had 3 aces in the first set, all back-to-back. Has not had an ace since, but she is definitely the top server in terms of aces for Columbia, 84 on the season.
Yeah, strung those 3 together. It seems like a long time ago now, but strung those 3 together, and those 3 actually got the 15th point for Columbia back in set number 1.
So Anderson will serve. Taken to the back row by Meawad. And here's a back row attack. Sandoval digs it up. Vargas and scramble at the net. It's going to continue. Here comes Park and a dump by Vargas, or by Gomez. Columbia gets it back. And a successful tip by Clifford for Columbia. Columbia with the kill, and they're within 2. It's 7-5. Good tip that time by Clifford. So much power in this match. The tips sometimes do the job as well. And a quick timeout here by Park once again. Coach Mike Talamantes used this strategy in the fourth set, and it worked to his benefit. He's going to use it again. Leading by 2. He's going to burn them both. 7-5, Park with the lead.
He just apparently does not want Columbia to get any kind of momentum, to get any feel for the opportunity to get back in to the contest. And this may be a fairly common occurrence for him. We don't know. We haven't seen him. Didn't see it in the 2 games that we did earlier. He did call timeouts relatively quickly compared to what you and I are used to. But this back-to-back, haven't seen that very often.
In this fifth set, Park raced out to a 5-1 lead. Columbia, nice job rallying. They now are down just 2, 7-5. Play to 15, win by 2. That's the story of 5 set in the fifth set. This match going to a fifth set, just the 3rd time in the history of this championship it's gone to 5 sets. Continuing to serve for Columbia will be Anderson. And Vargas with 54 assists tonight for Columbia, 57 on the other end for Donna Gomez. Serving will be Anderson. 7-5, Park with the lead. And here we go. Columbia down 2, looking to rally. So hard to rally in the fifth set, especially at this elite level of volleyball. Serve taken in the back row by Flint. And it's Meawad out of the back row, dug up by Columbia. Here's the slide to Columbia. Park is somehow going to get to it, and Columbia will have to reload. Outside, it's Clifford, and she'll hit it long, no touch. Park with the point. They're the first team to 8. And so the teams will trade sides of the floor. This is not a timeout. They will just take the floor in their same spots. It'll be Park serving at us, leading 8-5.
Yeah, kind of hidden in that point, even though Park came up with a point with some great back row play by Columbia. A really nice play initially there by Clifford. Came up and really dug a short set. And I thought that at that point Columbia was going to be able to get the point after she got that one. But again, a good back row play on the Pirate side as well.
Santos back to serve for Park, leading 8-5 in this fifth set. This has been an outstanding match between 2 elite teams. 2 conference rivals, 2 teams from the American Midwest Conference. Santos floats one back. Clifford takes it. Clifford will get it back one-on-one, and she's going to win that battle. Clifford with the attack on the left side, 16 for Clifford. It's back to a 2-point game.
Here you can see it. Beautiful jump set right there, and allowed Clifford to just crank and beat the block cleanly.
Clifford will drop back to serve. Sandoval will be your left side pin hitter. She's up front with Sabino and also the setter Vargas. Clifford serving. Clifford taken to the back row by Monteiro. And Park will attack out of the middle. Dug up by Columbia. Back row attack Anderson. Dug up by Park. Outside. This is Flint. She'll hit it long. No touch. And Columbia within one at 8-7. Chance to tie it here with the serve from Clifford. 8-7 Park in this fifth set. No pressure here. Winner take all. Got to get to 15. Just a 1-point lead. Clifford with a chance to tie it. Here's the serve. Taken by Meawad on the slide. Hit over by Roper. Columbia. Sandoval will tip it. Good cover by Meawad. Here's Meawad out of the back row. And long run. I think Columbia's going to get to it. No, that went off the court. And once you get off the court and into the sides, the referees are going to blow it dead. Give Meawad another kill.
All right, there's a line there between carpet on the outside and the wood parquet on the court, and once it gets outside that, it is considered to be out.
Park with serve with a 2-point lead. On the slide, it's Sabino, and she puts it away. Bobby Sabino with the kill. Good slide there, and Sabino will come back to serve. Sabino, after the kill, she'll try to tie it here at 9 for Columbia. Columbia with 1 timeout remaining. Park out of timeouts in this fifth set. 9-8 is the score. Serve taken by Meawad. Quick attack Roper, dug up by Columbia, brought back to the front row, hit over by the Cougars. Here's Park. Right side attack Flint, dug up by Columbia. Back row attack Anderson. Got it. Yes, 4 hits. Anderson from the back row. She's in double figures with 10, and we're tied at 9. Watch this attack by Anderson. Good effort by Park to try to get to it, but ultimately 4 hits, and we're tied at 9. What a rally by the Cougars here in set 5.
An out-of-system point. Out-of-system points are relatively rare. That time, the out for the setter was to go to the back row, and Anderson was ready and prepared and got the kill.
Columbia making a run with Nada Meawad in the back row. Not sure if we're a rotation away from her coming to the front. Here's Meawad out of the back row. Dug up by Anderson, who will get it. Tipped by Park. Columbia gets it back. Sandoval left side. Dug up in the back by Monteiro. Right side attack hit over by Meawad. Columbia can't come up with it. That was Nuda Meawad with the kill, her 7th. And Park back in front, 10-9. 10-9 is the score, and now Nada Meawad will play the front row. You got the Meawad sisters on the right and left side pins. Columbia sets up Sandoval, one-on-one, and it's over. Sandoval with authority. 19 kills for Sandoval, and we're tied at 10. Back to serve will be the setter Vargas for Columbia. What a match, Byron. This is a fun one.
He's going to go down. He's going to go right down to the end.
Each team with 21 attack errors. Kill number 66-62 in favor of Park. So close statistically, so close on the scoreboard. Anderson tips it over the block. Park gets it back. I think Meawad's going to get it. Yep, she is. And down it goes. Nada Meawad with another kill. That's 34 for Meawad. This one, Columbia almost came up with it. They got the touch, but then the diving Andrade just couldn't come up with it.
Well, the approach really pushed the back row back, and you needed the after that touch for the ball to go up and back to the back row, and as it just came down in front of them.
Meawad on the left side, dug up in the back row by Andrade. Outside Sandoval, tipped by Park. They're going to get control. And it's going to be outside to Nuda Meawad, and player in the net on Columbia. Park is going to score the point. They take a 2-point lead. 12-10 is the score.
Yeah, blocking error. They had the block accomplished, I think, but they just came down on the net.
And the serve coming from Monteiro. This has been the rotation. Monteiro serving that has caused problems for Columbia. Underneath it is Vargas, and she'll set up the middle to Borges. Park will send it across. Here's Vargas, right side, Anderson, and she delivers. Kirsten Anderson with the kill. 11 for Anderson. And watch this one, another solid right side attack by Anderson. High into the air, full extension, and down it goes.
A little hard to understand that would be the difficulty in terms of rotation, because Columbia did have Anderson up there swinging, and they also had Sandoval up swinging with Borges in the middle.
And tooling it off the block for Park is De Oliveira. De Oliveira with her 8th kill. Crunch time now. Park with a 13-11 lead. They're 2 points away from the title. Ever so close, but Columbia right there as well. Columbia in need of a side out. Anderson will check in, and it'll be Nuda Meawad serving for the Pirates.
Yeah, up 2, down 2. Oliveira 19 kills now.
And Columbia on the attack. This is Anderson, and she'll tool it off the block. Just cleared the net. That was pretty close. Columbia got the side out they desperately need. Now they have a real good chance here. Down just 1, 13-12. Serving will be Andradny. Andradny will serve. Coming in for Columbia, this is going to be Jordan Wolf. A little more size in the front row for the Cougars. A little more length. Wolf at 6'1". Serve taken in the back row by Park. Meawad blocked at the net. That's exactly why Wolf is there. Wolf along with the block at the net. Watch this double block. Out to Meawad, and down it goes. Sabino and Wolf were tied at 13.
You could see Wolf there time that absolutely perfectly and get the penetration across the net, push it down in front of Meawad.
Meawad will get another chance. This one is good. She'll tool it off the block. 35 kills, match point coming up for Park. 14-13 is the score. Match point for the national championship, and before that, we're going to have a timeout. Columbia has a timeout. They will use it here. Coach Belinda Rye Washington will talk things over. Both teams will talk it over here. Match point, Byron, 14-13 Park. And I think they have one more rotation with Meawad up front, if I believe.
Yes, they do. And that second block, the one that she took off the block and out, that was the same block, same attack. The difference was the attack angle that Meawad took. She kind of learned from that first one. She knew where those blockers were. The blockers got to the same spot, and she attacked at a different angle.
14-13. What a match this is. It is down to the wire. It can't get any closer than this. Two teams from the same conference playing for the third time, each team winning 1 in 5 sets. It's kind of what we expected coming in, and it's just lived up to the expectation.
Well, you always think that when you get to this particular level that, well, you're surprised. You know one team is good enough to dominate and take it in 3. But you also know there's a really good opportunity for this thing to go 5. And given that the other 2 went 5, that opportunity was even larger. And here we are, 1 point away if you're a Park Pirate.
It'll be not a Meawad. I was off 1 on the rotation. She'll serve and play the back row. Columbia has it outside. Clifford with authority. Meawad with the dig. Columbia will go to Meawad back row. Sandoval with a nice pass. Vargas, right side. Anderson tipped, and down it goes. Columbia ties it at 14 on championship point for Park. And now Anderson will go back to serve.
There's the point. Preceding that particular point, though, was a back row attack by Meawad. And again, Columbia kind of split the waters and put Sandoval in the back in front of that and said, go ahead, dig this up for us.
Anderson will serve. Here is Park. They'll tip it. Good cover by Columbia. Bump set outside. That is Clifford, and it goes out of bounds. Park with another championship point, leading 15-14. 15-14, Pirates coming in to serve will be Santos.
Why not go to extra time, as you say, and here we are in extra time. How long is this going to take?
Championship point number 2 for Park. Santos serving. Floats one. Taken by Andrade. Quick attack out of the middle. Columbia will send it across. Park has it, and Columbia will extend it. Here comes Park. They're in system. Meawad, back row. Got it! Got it! Got it! Meawad with the kill, her 36th of this match, and Park University is your 2018 national champion. Park University wins their second national title, defeating Columbia, their conference rival. Congratulations to Park University and the Pirates winning their second national title.
We're going to have an award ceremony after this. We're going to do a little bit of a review. Corey Wester's down there going to talk to players of the game, and I'll give you one guess who that player might be. And if you get it wrong, you get another guess. But I know you're not going to get it wrong, folks. We all know who Corey is likely to be talking to here.
Park University 36-1, capped by a national championship, their second title on the women's side, and their seventh national title in as an athletic department, all coming in volleyball, 2 on the women's side, 5 men's titles. Congratulations to Park University. They are your national champion. We are going to take a break, I believe, and we will come back with more. You are listening to the NAIA Volleyball National Championship on ESPN3.
Check. Down here with Meawad from Park University. Congratulations. What a feeling. What a match.
Thank you so much. Afterwards, I'm so happy. We've been working all year to get that title, and we did it.
You're exhausted. 3 5-set matches with Columbia. What competitors they are. What a rivalry this is. Just a great match.
Yeah, it is. They're a really good team, and it was like a long game, and it was really hard. And I'm glad of this team, and I'm so proud of what we have done. I want to thank the whole team and the whole coaches, and it just really came through.
All right, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team. Mike Talamantes, I need Mike here in a little bit.
Welcome back to the Tyson Events Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. Congratulations to the Park University Pirates. They are your 2018 national championship with a thrilling 5-set win.
Probably shouldn't surprise
We're
anybody,
going to
right?
take a break and
Melinda
listen to
is a
head
great
coach
coach.
Mike
Columbia's got a great
Talamantes.
program, and we expect the 5 sets again, and we're just fortunate to be on the end of this one. All respect out to Columbia. Every time it's a battle, and just, we came on the right end.
What do you tell a team when you're in a tight set like a step 5, it's point by point by point? What are you telling them out there?
Always just kept asking us, do you believe you can win? Every time they said yes, here we are.
You made some substitutions tonight on the center front to get a blocker in there, some defensive situational. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, Melinda did a good job of matching up Carolee Clifford with our setter Donna, so we had to do a 6-2 switch, then we went with our freshman setter Margarita, just to show them a different block and stuff. And then at the end, I stuck with my setter because she's the one that got us there.
All right, Mike, congratulations on the national championship. Mike Talamantes, the head coach at Park University.
Back at the Tyson Events Center, you heard head coach Mike Talamantes talking to Corey Westra about his team as they win the national championship, their second in program history. What a great match, Byron, a 5-setter over Columbia. What a match.
Well, you get a little bit of a feel for what it was like in that conference. Now, the conference looked like they only go through with a single game in the regular season with the individual teams, and that was the game that the Park won. And then in the conference tournament, Columbia came back and won that one. And they're setting up for the awards ceremony. Columbia's not quite back out yet. Park is still out. And the two teams that are tied for third, the two teams that lost in the semis, are now coming out as well. That's the Viterbo team, the V-Hawks from Viterbo, and the Warriors from Midland Lutheran. Those are the two teams that played in the semifinals earlier today against Park and Columbia. So we'll let you watch watch them set up for the awards ceremony. Matt, got some numbers for us?
Official totals: Park University at 27%, 25% for Columbia. Your leader for Park, not a Meawad, 36 kills, and I looked it up. The record for a match is 55 kills here at the championship, so a little bit short of that, but impressive nonetheless. She hit 41%. Columbia led by Sandoval with 19 kills, Clifford with 17, 60 assists for Vargas for Columbia, and the setter for Park, 63 for Gomez. We're going to take it to the award ceremony.
Welcome coaches, athletes, administrators, and fans to the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship Award Ceremony. All 4 semifinalist teams have taken their place on the court, and we begin tonight's award presentation with the semifinalist team trophies and individual plaques. First, the V-Hawks of Viterbo University. Tournament committee member Christina Creamer will present individual semifinalist plaques to the V-Hawks. Now we will recognize the NAIA All-Tournament Coach, selected by participating coaches and the tournament committee, and is presented by Stu McDowell. This year's honoree, Mike Talamantes from Park University. The next award to be presented is the All-Tournament Team. Making the award presentation are the members of the tournament committee. Ladies, when you hear your name announced, please make your way to the floor by using the stairwells near section 104.
From Columbia College, Manuela Vargas. Also from Columbia College, Barbara Sabino. Also from Columbia College, Kirsten Anderson. From Dordt College, Emma Altena. From Grandview University, Kelsey Redmond. From Midland University, Jessica Peters. Also from Midland University, Priscilla O'Dowd. From Park University, Maren Roper. Also from Park University, Donna Gomez. From Rocky Mountain College, Haley Kopinga. From Southern Oregon University, Michaela Hoyt. From Viterbo University, Lydia Shu. Also from Viterbo University, Katie Fromater. Congratulations, ladies. The Champions of Character Team Award this year goes to the Argonauts of the University of Providence. The National Tournament Defender of the Year goes to Park University Pirate Celina Monteiro. And the tournament most valuable player goes to Meawad from Park University. And now for the presentation of the 2018 National Championship runner-up. Tournament committee member Rick Pruitt will present individual plaques to the Cougars of Columbia College. Ari Borges, Selena Murfold, Brady Burhorst, Kirsten Anderson, Ali Garcia, Caroline Clifford, Jordan Wolf, Pamela Jaime, Tynan Sousa, Thais Andrede, Manuela Vargas, Jesse Gartman, Sydney Branson, Maria Sandoval, Bobby Sabino, and Michaela Carrick. Coaches for the Cougars, Aaliyah Hayes. And head coach Melinda Rye Washington. And with the Cougars from Columbia, please step forward to accept your team trophy. And now for the presentation of the national champions. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Champions, Park University from Parkville, Missouri. Presenting the individual awards to the Pirates, Trish Sidlick, Tournament Committee member. Tiana Sisic. Paula De Oliveira, Corina Rodriguez, Alyssa Flint, Nura Meawad, Donna Gomez, Celina Monteiro, Lorraine Silva, Mackenzie Nunn, Maren Roper, Kazia Peniak, Nada Meawad, Margarita McConey, Rebecca Rothaker, Kyra Kaloy, and Amanda Santos. Coaches for the Pirates, Rob Cordero, Casey Crabtree, Sabrina Silva, and head coach Mike Talamantes. Their honorary coaches, Wingate by Wyndham. Invite the Pirates to come forward to collect your team trophy and the traditional NAIA Championship banner. Congratulations to our 2018 National Championship team and all of this year's participating teams for a great tournament. On behalf of the NAIA, the City of Sioux City, Delta Hotels by Marriott, South Sioux City Riverfront, thank you for making the 2018 NAIA Volleyball National Championship a memorable experience. We look forward to seeing all of you back here next year in Sioux City.
Welcome back to the Tyson Events Center, a memorable championship match as number 2 seed Park knocks off Columbia in a thrilling 5-setter. They came back from 2 sets down, winning sets 4 and 5, 25-20, needed extra time in the 5th to win it 16-14. Park University is your 2018 national champion with a 36-1 record, their 2nd overall women's volleyball championship. Congratulations to Park University. And that's a wrap from the 39th annual NAIA Volleyball National Championship, the 11th one hosted by Sioux City here at the Tyson Events Center. Glad you could join us, fans. And that's a wrap from the Tyson Events Center.